everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Texans are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against the Raiders offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Washington, his first carry, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground with Washington. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He hits White, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Defense showing blitz. On first, here's Washington. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Gives it off to Washington. And he spins through. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen. And some room to work. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now,
That's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
On the toss play, this is Washington. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, Washington. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Spinning away. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Miller. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing on third down, Watson. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And fighting down inside the 25. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Carr on the give. It's Washington. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A first down carry now for Miller. They find some open field here. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards on the ground. From the red zone now, Watson. Buying time to his left. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And a cutback right sideline. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play action. Now it's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Carr to throw on second down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Washington in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Houston. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you on over to Orlando where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for the Texans. 58 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Here's a give to Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the wideout in motion. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, the spin.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some, because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Washington gets it going right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd is Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. From the 50, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Watson off play action. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a 2nd time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a
throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Red zone opportunity. They run the counter now on 1st down. And a good hit there and knocked down hard. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Time running out here on the play clock. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. As they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Gary and Conlon. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Second down following the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And look out. I think he's going to go. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperate, and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
I know everybody comes to see the offense score, but what's wrong with the defense scoring? How about that interception and run back for a touchdown? The tough part, though, for a quarterback, can he get that out of his mind, because he has to go right back out on the field and start over.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Aldon Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Oakland, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.